well, you speak Chinese very well, and you speak Cantonese quite. Some Chinese people will say quite well, right? You think it's how important is this in your success?
It is
in
very
China.
important. It is important. Do you know why?
Why?
Because you get more local.
You can communicate with the locals and...
Yeah. And you're not like a Lawaai expat.
Right, so
You are a local expat. You are a local.
So you get more respect.
Yeah, and the people get closer to you. They listen to you,
And it's harder to cheat you, I would say.
Yeah, much harder to cheat. I mean, we all been cheated in the past, but nowadays...
But
no.
okay, so
you can try though.
But for you, but knowing you, I know that you didn't really study much. I mean, it just comes to you. I mean, not comes to you in one day, but you pick it up, right? With time.
I've never had one class of Chinese.
Right, so you're one of those people.
My entire life.
Learns from just exposure.
Which I wish I was, but I'm not. So this is great, but let's say most people are not like that, right? They need to study, but would you recommend? Like, it's really important for...
for success in China.
For success, like someone coming here.
Just trying to get closer to the locals. I mean, basically, I've had that time not many foreign friends that time that we came here.
So you think that you can do it in other ways?
I probably have a little bit easier to pick up the language. I mean, we all born with a gift.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, that's basically what I always thought, that you have a gift for languages.
Yeah, it's
because
true.
Look, I've been here a bit longer than you,
Yeah.
and I suck at Chinese. My Chinese, I don't know.
It's a little,
When you are working with Chinese staff all the time, that helps, and I think that has a lot to do. Do you?
Honestly, for me,
your Chinese staff, do they speak English or
Chinese? For me, it was like this. I mean, when I came here 2003, so I did some lessons, maybe 10, 20 lessons. You study.
You still suck, Ziv.
Yeah, I suck. Comparing it to you. No, but let me say, I did those lessons. I studied pinyin, right? And I kept studying by myself. And then in 2005, when I started the business, you hire people and you need them to speak English, right?
Yeah.
And you're getting busy. You get really busy.
And then you find
stop
a
trying.
translator.
No,
and
you
then
stop trying.
assistant.
It's like, why?
Right.
I don't speak. Can you speak English? Tell me what. Tell me what.
What's he saying? What's she saying?
Yes.
Tell her this.
You stop trying, and it's wrong.
You start depending on other people.
So I think I spoke Chinese better before.
Can I say one way how that I start to remembering more Chinese? When I had my...
Chinese girlfriend.
No, not really. No.
No, it doesn't work.
No.
It doesn't work. No,
do you know what? When I have my staff meetings.
Uh-huh.
So when I have my staff meetings, I prepare the entire meeting in English, of course.
Right.
And then I had my assistant translating everything I was saying. But I was saying, in a good time pace. Mm-hmm. So I said, "Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen." Then she said,
so you were listening.
So I was listening every time. And then I kept the main parts of the meeting, like the beginning and the ending, pretty much standard. So she said it so as many times, then I start to remember.
But it's still a talent to remember. I've heard this many times too. I mean, but
the thing for me, for example, you are learning Chinese at a level that's corporate. It's your business. My business is teaching children. So the Chinese that I hear is just kids Chinese. So that's what I speak.
Yeah, but that's the next step.
Chinese.
I can tell you that I need to go pee, but that's about it.
Yeah.
No, but I think that there's steps for that. So I think that the first step is you need to start to be able to communicate the general speaking. And then obviously you get more involved into your business. Mm-hmm. And then you're able to talk about different other topics. Because for many years, I could only say like onion, bacon, cheese. Watch the dough. The pizza is burning.
How would you like your steak?
So you never had a lesson with a teacher, but you did pay attention. You did look and wanted to learn it, right? That's kind of, you needed to pick it up. It's not just like you woke up in the morning speaking Chinese.
No,
right?
It takes time.
Yeah, but my point was that I think after 17 years here, it's very important to learn Chinese. I can say it because I don't. I mean, when people come visit me from abroad, they think I do. Because when you sit in a taxi or you go to the supermarket, I can converse. I can. It sounds like I speak Chinese. But when Miguel hears me,
get out of your comfort zone.
No, we speak functional Chinese.
Yes, it's really, what is it, 20%? It's
this.
not enough.
I need to go there. This is not good.
I can understand more than I can speak, for sure. Okay. Also, because after so long, when you sit in a meeting and they speak, and you already know the culture, you know their body language, you understand what they're talking about. right?
那现在开始我们说中文。
不要嘞，
呀，
他们聽不懂誒。
點解啊？你冇講
I
識講誒。
I do like that when I sit in a meeting and my staff and there is a meeting with someone only Chinese people and they're talking and they come to they try to translate to me and before they start telling me in English I'm like tell them that
Because I already
They're like,
heard, I already
I
understood.
understood what they said because I don't really speak Chinese but
Understanding is way higher than what you can actually express. That's
Yes,
normally when
exactly.
you're exposed to language.
But Fernando, don't you agree with me that if probably my biggest regret in China.
Not having a Chinese girlfriend.
Not really. Really, my biggest regret is not mastering Chinese.
Right.
I'm
But
feeling like
yeah.
it's too late, maybe.
But I've known many foreigners here that have been living some of them even longer than me.
And you know what's worse? The worst part is that I tried to go to university about a year ago. And we are at a level that is very difficult for them to match. So if you go to the lower level, you're like, well, this is such a waste of time.
Right.
You go to the intermediate level, like, I can't understand this stuff. So we develop a level of Chinese that is very difficult to match. And for somebody to teach you, there's a lot of spinning the wheels.
About a year ago, I don't know what I was doing, and I was thinking, all these HSK tests, right?
Mm-hmm.
And
I just skipped that. I mean,
no, but I mean, I was like, I'm just curious about my level. I never thought about it. So I went online and I took the HSK 1 because you don't need
I
to
want
read.
to try that one day before I leave
And
China.
it was so easy. I passed that one easily, but you don't need to read Chinese. It's pinyin.
Okay,
It was easy and
pinging
listening
is different.
and listening.
Yeah.
But you do read some. You do read some.
Yeah, I can read some. I can read pretty much Chinese. Not
Right.
a lot,
Right.
but I can read. Yeah.
Hey, what does your Chinese name mean, Gao Mingjun? I mean, my name is Gao Fei, and everybody knows, and we're like brothers, so we have the same last name,
I'm
Gao.
tall. I'm intelligent, and I'm handsome.
Mine is Ye Zhang Wan, and
Where does that come from?
probably about 15 years ago, I needed a name for the visa. And
Or the driving
it's
license?
some kind of writing. It's a nice name. I don't remember exactly what. But honestly, Chinese girlfriend probably helps. Studying
Not
Chinese.
really.
Too late
No,
now.
not really.
No,
I guess it
look,
depends on the girl.
I've had girlfriends. I've been married to Chinese twice.
Right. No,
Yeah.
It helps their
Same here.
English, man.
Right.
Yeah. They want to speak English.
They want to speak English, so it helps them. Right.
Yeah.
You need to
Yeah.
be consistent.
I mean, it's not
and
that
insistent.
transactional. It's not that transactional. It's that we like
Transsexual?
transactional, sir. He works your ears. It's watch Angelo's movie on that. No, what I'm saying is that it's not like they're with you to learn English. It's just that it's easier for you to express your feelings and communicate in English. So that's what you choose, and they end up improving way more than you do.
Let me ask you this.
My Chinese just
Because
sorry,
you said
let me-
9
Let me
languages.
just finish this one for Fernando. Sorry,
Yes.
Ziv. My Chinese just become so great since
Right.
I've been together with Mary.
Right.
My Chinese just improved.
That's what I'm saying.
Way,
so yeah,
way,
because you
way,
are
way,
talking
way.
Chinese with her.
And she talks to you.
And
in
she's
Chinese all the
probably
time.
upset that she does not
99%.
learning enough
99
English.
She is.
Just before the break, let me ask you one question.